If we launch it the way it is right now, you're not going to be happy with me because you're going to have to rejoin. And we don't want any of you guys doing that. So we're kind of trying to smooth out the, you know, the data issue. But the site's beautiful. I'm so excited about it. So she's not bisexual. She lost her virginity at this age of 17. So tell me something, Chris. The first time she said you want to tie her up, and you said, yeah, let's do it, and you spanked her. How did that make you feel?
What do you mean, how did it make me feel?
Well, there's a saying that a lot of men say all the time. They go, yeah, when I scene with my submissive or a slave, it gets my dick hard.
Oh, yeah, definitely that.
Yeah.
But,
that it did.
other than that, I think my biggest concern was, you know, finding the boundary from where, you know, what was hard enough. I mean, I don't want to grab her and punch her in the mouth or anything, or, you know. Yeah.
So
that took me a little while to find out, but now I'm pretty well comfortable with it.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
When you first started playing with her and, you know, like doing, you know, spanking her and stuff, did you think you thought you were hurting her?
Well, like I said, from the first time
Yeah.
on, it's like I had to search around and find that point, either, you know, too hard, how much could she take, and then take it there. So I still keep trying to push her, you know.
Yeah, well, pushing someone past their limits is what we do. Well,
Yeah.
that's what we do as dominants. We push people past the limits. So you guys have not taken any classes, no insights, no seminars, and
No, a lot of, you know, reading on the internet and just, you know, looking for whatever information we could there.
do you know what negotiations is in BDSM? Okay, and what is negotiations in BDSM?
Just deciding, like, what your limits are and what you're going to do and that kind of thing.
Yeah, it's also let's say you guys didn't know each other and you guys were interested and you started maybe dating and you wanted to play, you know, finding out about any health issues, you know, and finding out if you're a diabetic or if you have to have an inhaler. You know, these are really important things that you talk about when you're going to be doing BDSM, and it's called negotiations. There are people that do not negotiate, but they also don't play with people they don't know, too. You know, if you're a heavy player, and if you don't negotiate, then you better really know who you're playing with.
Oh, yeah.
Ever thought about adding a third person in your spanking? She's smiling.
We've thought about it.
Male or female?
Probably female.
Yeah? So you want a little subby girl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. No, I don't know. I could be topped.
You could be topped?
Yeah. We're just thinking. We're just kicking the idea around right now.
So what intrigues you about that?
I don't know. I'd like to please him. And I
Please
think-
him, please your sir, right?
Yes.
How do you like that, being called sir?
I like it.
Do you like it? Does it empower you?
Depends on who's calling me sir. Whether it's, a police officer when he's pulling me over, or step out of the vehicle.
Sir, will you please step out of that vehicle? Why, do you want a spanking, police officer?
You know, it's kind of unnerving when, you know, you think you got it going on, and you know, the cute bagger girl at the grocery store calls you sir.
Kind of puts it crimp in your style, doesn't it?
It's like they ask you if they can help you out with the groceries. Can I help you out with the groceries, man?
Yes.
So, if you what qualities, if you were going to add a third into your lifestyle and into your relationship, what qualities would you look for in a person?
Oh, gosh.
Someone who's fun, gets
Yeah.
along with us, you know, likes to talk, and I think we'd have to, you know, have sort of a friendship bond going on first.
Yeah. Kind of hang out, see if we like the same things, you know, vanilla things.
Yeah.
Same kind of music, or you know.
I mean, if I didn't want to hang out with them, you know,
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to get nasty with them or anything, you know.
I don't know. One night stand.
Well, I've been there and done that too many times.
Serial player.
But like you said, you know, there's the whole negotiations, and you know.
Negotiations is really important.
Yeah. So it's not something. I don't know. I don't think it's something you just like hook up. I don't know.
I have to keep an eye on her. She's a fainter.
A
I can tell.
fainter.
Yeah.
Yes.
She'll come up. I can tell she gets right there to that point, starts getting a little bit of clammy, and I really got to keep an eye on her if it's getting hot and heavy. She'll start going just right there, almost to that point, just about where I could see she's going to go faint if I don't do something pretty quick.
So, is that you go into subspace and you faint? Is that what you're doing?
I don't know. It's only, and I don't know even why it happened. It was just a weird experience. I just all of a sudden it was like, ooh, I don't feel good.
Yeah, I've had her do it to me a couple of times, and
Yeah.
it's kind of scary.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in subspace.
Yeah.
And definitely another reason you need to have someone that really knows what they're doing, because if you don't know that someone's in subspace and they can't really talk for themselves or protect themselves, that could be scary.
That's why for the people that are watching the show, you never negotiate when they're in subspace. Never. Because
Yeah.
what I love to do is when I'm playing with somebody, I love to get them in subspace and gone. I love to put my hands around their neck and love to look them straight in the eye and say, "Will you die for me?" I've never had a submissive say no. That they will be willing to die for me at that moment. The power exchange. And this is what this is all about. It is about power exchange.
Yeah, definitely.
It is about two people sharing something together. And one of the things that might be going on with you is when you go into subspace, it drops your sugar level.
That
That's
could
what
be
it
it. And I do
probably is.
have blood sugar. I'm hypoglycemic, so.
So what?
Yeah, learn something new every day.
What my suggestion is when you do gonna drop like that, it's have some soft chocolate or
Yeah.
something and put it in her mouth, because that will keep her sugar level going.
That's usually my first. After I see her going that route, I usually release her from any sort of binds I've got her in, and try and get her to drink something sugary like a Coke or something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, I had a
Brings her right out of
submissive
it.
that used to do the same thing, but he loved to do that. He absolutely loved.
Well, yeah, and
going
actually,
out.
at that point, I mean, I could be, the one time I was telling them to hit me harder
Yeah.
at that point, so.
Yeah, because you're gone in subspace, you're flying. It's like a runner's high.
Yeah.
It's like this deep meditative state.
Yeah, those endorphins kick in, and they're pretty addictive.
Yeah.
I don't
say.
want her to actually faint and crash out that way, because I don't think that would be healthy for her.
Well, in the chat room, they're saying chocolate. They're saying she needs to drink milk if she drops that fast. Breathing is good. Yeah, please
And
breathe.
I figured it might have been a breathing issue,
Yeah.
maybe because I also had some, I had a bondage harness on with rope, so maybe I wasn't breathing,
Yeah.
as much as I should have been.
Well, what we're going to do is we're going to take a break. You've been watching the Rev Mel Show with our wonderful guests, Kat and Chris from bondageandlace.com. And we're sponsored by Talking Sex Radio, Logo My Ass, TSR Network, Dove Glass, and Morphine Magazine. So we'll be right back. You've been watching the Rev Mel Show.